I have this strange feeling that I'm off of my episode count, but I don't know. It's been one of those days, and could be right, I could be wrong. So we'll have to fix in post. That said, the transfer market was remarkably quiet. We picked up we picked up a couple younger players on freeze. They were on amateur contracts at their respective clubs. First in, Kyrie Stoyanov, who is a midfielder, can play advanced midfield on the left, can also play defensive right back and defensive left back in a pinch. Picked him up because, frankly, he's 21 years old. He's two-star current ability, five-star potential ability, and I need some depth. Now, like a lot of my players, he's good in some areas and not so good in others. But the areas that he is supposed to be good in for his position, he's actually not that bad at. 13 crossing, 13 dribbling, 15 technique is nice. 13 flair, 12 off the ball is good. I like the 12 determination. Um, Pace, acceleration, and agility are nice. You know, he's not going to muscle people out of the way. He may not have a lot of stamina, but he's gonna come in and do a job for us. He'll get some playing time, especially with the injuries that we've had. And then Konstantin Ristovsky, an advanced midfielder who I'll be playing at center mid. 19 years old, one-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Again, one of those guys who is solid but unspectacular. Does need some improvement in some areas, passing especially. You know, brought him in on a free. He's unambitious, so granted, he's here on 275 pounds a week. It's a 2-year contract. If he doesn't have any drastic improvements, especially in the areas he's supposed to for the position I want him to play in, we'll move him on. It's an investment. It's one of those. I think the best way to describe it is opportunity cost. Yeah, he's worth a little bit of money, but if he pans out in the long run, we're going to earn back what we've invested in him and more. And I'm pretty okay with that. The other thing I have to check is I need to move them to the senior squads. On the outs, Adam Griffin-Walton, my half Gibraltar, half North Macedonian striker who was just never going to amount to anything. He trained up okay, but he didn't improve the way I thought he would. I would have thought by now he would be closer to 3 stars, but his potential kept going down. A lot of that may have been due to the fact that the quality of players we were bringing in was better, so it lowered his potential ability, or at least his star rating. But Europa FC made an offer for him for 35, 32 going to 35, 32 going to 60. So, and then Momar Kisik, who I had rated as a B player, was also another one of those whose star rating went down as we brought in more players. Was injury prone, hadn't developed all that much. I got a lot of good young players at the midfield position. Silex made an offer for him, and I said no problem. And then Clivis Skinderi, who's a 1-star current, 3.5-star potential player, who's been kind of all over the place with training and the like, went out on loan as well. Competition-wise, it's been okay. After losing to Bregalnica and getting knocked out of the cup, we beat Pandev, we beat Renova, Gostivar and Vlashta were friendlies. Gandija held us to a draw. Scoopy we beat 3-1. Beta we beat 1-0. Today we're going to play Rabbit Nikki and Pandev. We're playing Rabbit Nikki because it's a derby for us. We're playing Pandev because even though they're not doing all that well standings-wise, they are one of the better squads in the division. And then we're probably going to skip to the end of the season. At some point in time, I expect my youth intake to come through. I will record that if and when it does. I'm trying to remember when we had it last time. If I just started the game, it's not going to say anything. I could probably look it up, but and figure out why Ilievsky wasn't showing up, and somehow he got moved back to the under 18. So he played a game today. He's not going to be eligible. We had a couple other players who are coming off injuries and aren't exactly match fit, but this is what we're going to go with today. We're going to have Gasevsky in goal, Alazi, Vaj, Ilievsky, and Jankalov as the defensive back four. Andonovsky is the defensive mid behind Murati and Tasevsky. Trzewski and Gajupi up top as the strikers, and Trzewski and Gajupi up top as the attacking mids with Bodic as the striker. Andonovsky sends it in. Gasevsky plucks it out of the air. Trzewski, nice stop. Alazi. Beats Krzyzewski. He holds it up, sends it into Marati. Marati tries getting it across. Kajupi picks it up. He centers it. Vardar is there, but it bounces off a Rabbit Nicky defender. It's our stadium, but we're the visiting team today because we do share it with Rabbit Nicky. Kajufi. Back to Jankelov. Jankelov to Ilievsky. Tisevsky to Andonovsky. Beats Marati, who got by the defenders. Rounds the keeper, but, well, he looked like he was rounding the keeper, but Alexovsky stood firm and deflected the shot. Krzyzewski. Corner kick. In. Ilievsky can't get there. Filipovsky gets the rebound. Sends it forward, but it's too far. Jankelov's going to pick it up, and that's going to be the highlight. And Andonovsky scores. I don't know if that was off the header or if it was something else. Let's see from the headlights here. The highlights. Good gracious. Krzyzewski sends it in. Andonovsky headed it in front of the keeper. That was nice. Ilievsky picks up the ball. Tisevsky. Over to Gajufi. Back to Tisevsky. Out to Vaj. Andonovsky to Ilievsky. Vaj. Andonovsky. A little bit back and forth. Andonovsky. Vardar feeds Kajufi. Got by the defenders, and he hits it. A little help from the post. It goes in for a goal. That was nice. Nice patient attack there. It's a very nice one-touch passing. Kajufi just sitting between the defenders. A little help from the woodwork. Can't go wrong there. Kudryk on the throw-in. Filipovsky ends up with the ball. Interesting pass. Okay, Filipovsky again. Kudryk. Filipovsky. Bilali. Blazevsky. Rusevic. Kudryk. Oh, a nice header from Pavlov. That was nice. Krzyzewski had an opportunity, but I don't know what happened. Did he get pulled off his line somehow? No, he just missed. And that is half. They score right before the halftime. We are up 2-1 thanks to goals 2 minutes apart by Andonovsky and Gajufi. 11 shots, 6 on target for us, 2-2 for Rabbit. We're doing well so far. No highlights this second half. We're a bit past 60 minutes in, so we're going to make a couple of changes here. We're going to bring Stoyanov on for Krzyzewski. And we're going to bring Nikolov on for Marati, but I don't think he likes to play Mazal. Oh, he can play Mazal, can he? Okay. We'll save our last sub for just in case. Brasso on the throw, back to Kudryk. Pavlov chests it down, gets it back to Grosinovsky. He gets it to Trapanovsky. Ilyev to Luzhev. Ilyev, Blazevsky, Grosinovsky. Oh, Blazevsky, and he dinks Gasevsky for the goal. They get the equalizer. That was nice. Yeah, we'll bring Andonovsky off. He's not doing well. Now, Gasevsky tried. Blasi. Oh, Nikolov gives it up. Rusevic, Pavlov, Trapanovsky. He feeds Pavlov. Pavlov takes the shot off the crossbar when we dodged that bullet there. That was... It's going to be a draw. We're going to draw with Rabbit Nicky. A late goal from Blazevsky. A very nice late goal from Blazevsky. Well, maybe 74th minute isn't too late, but still, it was a nice goal. We could have done better. What happened? half the guys did really, really well. The other half did absolutely nothing. Vardar was on an 8-1 with 4 key passes. Annoying, annoying, annoying. Let me save the game here real quick. Anyhow, we will be back with the Academica game in just a bit. And literally the next day, the youth intake comes in. We have one very good defender, a Cypriot. That's interesting. I have not looked at him. Excellent intake. Excellent group of players. 2 strikers, 3 defenders. 1 4-star guy. Some solid 3 stars, maybe. This guy here, Giannikis Charlabus. .6'3" at 15 years old. 14 jumping reach, 11 heading, 13 tackling, 9 marking. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're totally signing him. Next up, Geraldo Tosh, a keeper. He's not bad. Where does he compare with, say, Sasko? Wow. Bit more eccentric. Ivan Devanovsky, 2-star current, 4-star potential. He's probably the best starter. For a guy who plays advanced mid, he's okay considering he's 15 years old. No real weakness. The concentration's of 5, but in terms of his positional ratings, 11 teamwork, 15 vision, agility 10, dribbling, first touch nice. At this point, I've got enough money in the bank that if they want to try and quibble with me over it, especially when I go to lock in these long-term contracts. Okay, as a defensive center back, he's nowhere near as good as the guy above him, Cypriot, but he's got potential. I think, well, okay, we got, okay, that's interesting. And it's sorted out by the 3-star guys here. So they're saying Davidovsky is the highest current potential player. 1.5 3 stars. Besar Luffy, a striker. This guy's poacher written all over him, doesn't he? And we'll have the coaches and the others take a look, and then, yeah, this was a good intake. Not golden generation or anything like that, but yeah, this was a good intake, especially if he really pans out. He's got a potential. So, okay. I'm going to take a look at the others and see what else I can find, and then we'll come back for the Pandev game in just a bit. Well, Abaz is still not match fit. We had a couple other guys that were a little bit under as well. Do I play Andonovsky or do... I think we're going to play Dim. See if we can't avoid Andonovsky getting yet another yellow and losing match time. Tasevsky's in the same boat, but... Well, so's a Dem, but I would much rather have a Dem miss a game than Andonovsky. So here's what we're going to go with. We're going to Grostanovsky in goal, Elazi, Bozanovsky, Ilievsky, and Jankelov as the defensive back 4. Dem is a defensive mid, Murati and Tasevsky as the midfielders, Krzyzewski and Gajupi as the attacking mids, and Vadic up top as the striker. Sayanov as the right or the left, Marina as the right or the left. He's a youth player who I have on the bench just for experience more than anything else. Bring him on at about the 75. Well, I think it's the 70. We'll bring him on at like the 60th minute just to get him some playing time, assuming that we're doing well. I had to move the 1,000-year save over to the mainframe, and one of the things I did was lower the graphics quality. I didn't realize it until I was looking at a recording of a video and thought, man, that looks really bad. Why is that? Then I saw it and realized, oh, it's because you lower the FPS. Zykov knocks it away. Jankelov centers it to Tasevsky. Back to Wept. Murati takes the shot. He curls it in from distance. Upper right corner. His 9th goal of the season. That was nice. That was a nice ball. With the injuries we've had more than a couple of players step up. This is going to be one of those seasons where the wealth is spread, as it were. You know, Vardar may end up with double-digit goals. And Mary might, and maybe Marati. Vardar pushes it wide left. It happens. We're going into half. The 1-0 lead thanks to the Marati goal. 6 shots, 3 on target. We've held them to 1 shot. They're not having the best season. I looked at them and I can't determine why. I mean, it looks like they have players who are comparable to ours in a lot of ways. We might be better than them overall. And there's certainly some instances where on a 1-for-1 basis, our players are better than theirs. Oh, somebody was fouled. He got pushed. Who's taking this? Marati is. Oh, nice shot. He hit it right, and the keeper dove to his right. That's his 10th goal this season. This is his 50th goal for Vardar. Nice. Bozanowski. Back to Adem. Grosdanowski. Bozavinsky. To Adem. Over to Alazi. Alazi moves forward. Gets the ball to Krzyzewski. Back to Alazi. Alazi to Bozanowski. To Alazi. Krzyzewski. Nice patient attack again. Marati up into space. Kajufi's there. Does the no-can defend crane kick and kicks it over the crossbar. Make a couple of changes here. We'll bring on Danovsky on for a dim. And if he gets a yellow card, I'm going to flip in. Yeah. We'll get Jankloff on and bring on Morena. Marati's on 2. We'll leave him on at least for the time being. But if it gets to like the 80th minute, we might pull him off. Depends on where he's at. Right now he's at 64%. We're not getting anything from the coach saying he's gassed. Probably wouldn't. And we're in extra time. Very quick game. We win 2-0 thanks to a brace of Marati goals. 1 off a penalty kick, 10 shots, 4 on target. Pandev. 2 shots, none on target. They did not have a good game. That was an excellent win for us. And what we are going to do now is just play until the end of the season. We're out of the Cup. We're out of the Europa League. We've got, well, let me get there real quick. We got a 12-point lead in the league. I'm not going to say it's a stone cold lead pipe lock. I mean, Football Manager, anything's possible. But yeah, I think it would take a lot for us to lose first place at this point. And if I recall, reach through the press conference here real quick. We're undefeated. We're looking at an invincible season. So chances are we'll probably lose a game. We got Albeda and Skopje. Oh, look, Skopje right there. But we'll come back for Skindija and an end of season wrap up. I did take a screenshot of the guys, and we'll put that into the spreadsheet here. Go through the new gens here and get them all graded out. So, yeah, Giannakis is looking quite good, especially for this level of football. Lesky, I didn't look at him, I don't believe. Those are some... No, I did. 6'4", 167 pounds. You know what? We will approach to sign him. A future prospect. That way we can get him on a longer contract, I believe. time, 3 years. Suggest. 6'4" at 15 years old. And he was from last year's youth intake at Mbavic. So, yeah, I mean, the fact we played so many Champions League games in the preseason, and we didn't really play any league games. I don't think we broadcast a league game until now. It was all Champions Cup games or Macedonian Cup games, and we're just not in it anymore. I mean, there's no reason to do it. They want us to be competitive in the Champions League, and we were. The Euro Cup was the PAC qualifying round. I don't know what they wanted us there. They want us to be competitive in the group stage of the Euro Cup 2. We were. They want us to reach the final. We didn't because we got freaking Bergonique. Just was frustrating is what it was. So, yeah, not a lot left to play for, really. We're playing for first place, and we're going to do our best to hold on to it. We'll come back for this Candija match, and then go into the offseason. And then I think this is going to be the first offseason where we really have to start making some choices as to who we're going to keep as starters and who we're going to move on. Tisevsky's going to be a starter next year. Ilevsky's going to be a starter next year. Barty will be a starter next year, or at least in the rotation. Vardar. I really like him. I think he's getting really close to topping out just because I haven't seen a ton of improvement. And I think on a one-for-one basis, when you look at Dashmir Elise's better in some areas, but not others. You know, maybe I find a two-striker formation I like. No, we'll have to see. A lot of it depends on who's coming back, too. I've got some older players that, for the moment, I'm keeping. Although Gasevsky, the keeper, is probably going to leave. He's just fallen off. I need to get Grozdanovsky some playing time so I can convince him to stay full time. So Gasevsky will probably leave. Trzeski will probably leave. Just depends. Also depends on who's out there and I can bring in. We're still limited to 0 foreign players. So, you know, signing the Macedonian players is well and good, especially if they do really well, like Omar Mary did. We picked him up for a song. He's been absolutely brilliant for us. But he's been brilliant enough that other teams might notice and want him. So, we'll have to wait and see. So, that said, a good episode for us. Two really good wins. Well, a really good win and a not-so-good draw. But I will take it. If we can get through the season undefeated, we get through the season undefeated. I will say it's interesting. I have not had any job offers since the last one, which I believe was the team in Croatia, TNS. Serbia, one of the two. But maybe that'll pick up here. I mean, I'm not leaving anytime soon. And the only reason I would leave is if I got fired. And with performances like these, we're not getting fired anytime soon. That's if you did like what you've seen, please go like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM22, and thank you for watching.